Hello YouTube, this is Jerry coming to you from beautiful Southern California. It is now April 2021 and I'm making this video to share with you our first camping trip as a family. So behind me is all the equipment that we purchased for our camping trip, which we'll be going to in the next couple of weeks, and we're very much looking forward to it. Now, by no means is this video meant to be as an endorsement for any of these items that we'll be showing, nor was I paid to make this video for each of these. It's simply going to be for documentation and just to share with you some of the equipment that we chose, which we think is going to fit just fine and work for us for our needs and to have a comfortable camping trip. So without further ado, let's get started. So as I mentioned, here is all our equipment. I've laid them out in such a way that hopefully I can give you guys a clear and as concise of a description of each of the products as I can. Please forgive the wind noise in the background. Not sure how that's going to affect this video, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So to start off, what I'm going to describe is the 8 by 10 foot heavy tarp, which we plan on putting underneath our tent. Purchased this from Walmart, and I paid about $9 for it. And the tent that I'm speaking of is this Ozark Trail 6-person cabin tent. It's an instant cabin tent. So the reason why I purchased this is because one, there'll be 3 of us using the tent. It'll be my wife, myself, and my 5-year-old daughter. So we figured a 6-person tent will suit us just fine for us to sleep in and include our equipment, and we can use it comfortably. And this I purchased from Walmart. It ran me about $125. And this down here we have is the Quest Rec Series 4 feet by 4 feet shower tent. I purchased this and the solar shower 5-gallon capacity shower bag. I bought both of these items from Dick's Sporting Goods. The shower tent cost me $50 and the shower pouch was $10. In our upcoming camping trip, I'm not exactly sure if we're really going to need this, but we'll see. We'll bring it along just in case. Inside the tent, we're going to see how this works for us. It's a field and stream tent, fan and light, and just in case it gets a little warm at night, we can use this. It's got a pretty bright light on the bottom, and the fan is pretty good, and it's got a nice hook, and it was fairly inexpensive. This fan cost me $20 from Dick's Sporting Goods. Now, what I don't have in this group is the porta potty kind of seat that we're going to use inside the tent. I do have it, but it's in our storage, and I just didn't have the time to get it before making this video. But it's basically this, and we used this on a camping trip about several years ago, and it worked out great. But you buy these separate toilet waste bags, 6 per pack, from Walmart, including the seat. I believe the seat cost us about $50 back then, and this 6-pack toilet bag box ran us about $12. Moving right along, we have the sleeping bags that we'll be using. We'll be using Coleman's, and we purchased both of these from Big 5 Sporting Good. The first one, it'll be a 20-degree Fahrenheit Autumn Trails sleeping bag, and the second one is going to be the Coleman DeSoto, which is also a 25-degree Fahrenheit sleeping bag. It's been said in watching videos of other campers, more experienced campers, they've always recommended that you purchase your sleeping bags based on the temperature, your anticipated temperature where you'll be camping, minus 10 degrees. So the time we'll be camping, I believe that the weather is going to be like 30 degrees or 35, minus 10, the 20 degree or the 25 degree should serve us just fine. And in the tent we'll also be utilizing some Coleman lights, camping lights. We purchased these many years ago, or roughly maybe about 10 years ago. We used to go camping. We went camping twice, and we used these, and these served us really well. Then moving forward, again, for the sake of comfort in our tent, just in case it gets colder, we purchased this Buddy portable heater. Now, based on some of the reviews that I've seen on YouTube, again, from more experienced campers, this worked out just fine inside a tent. So if in the event in the future, if these the sleeping bags don't keep us warm enough, we have this portable backup heater, which is run by the 1 pound Coleman propane tanks. And underneath the sleeping bags, on the floor of the tent, we'll be using these, what do you call these? Oh, by the way, the Buddy portable heater we purchased from Walmart also. So this is the New Millennium camping pad. We bought these from Big Five for $16 a piece, and based on what they have listed on it, I think it'll serve us just fine. The most important thing we were looking at is this part here. It insulates against heat and cold. So if in the event the ground, the earth is too cold, we wouldn't want that radiating up through the tent and through our sleeping bags, and possibly maybe catch cold or something, or just be cold and be uncomfortable for the night. Next, we have the Ozark Trail camping chairs. Now these I'm looking forward to really using. What we have here is the oversized director's chair with side table. We purchased 2 of them. Each of them were $40 from Walmart again. One of the reasons why I purchased these is because it came with this table, the side table, which has a place for your cup and also for a tablet. I doubt I'll be using this, but maybe my daughter might sit in the chair and have her tablet next to her. So like I said, we have 2 of them, and those ran us, if I didn't mention it already, $40 a piece from Walmart. Right in front here, I purchased this. I think I believe it's a 16 by 16 Bonfire campfire kind of setup. I'm not exactly sure what it's technically called, but purchased this from eBay for $20. It seems to be pretty good quality. It's sturdy, and it sets up really easy, and when you pack it away, it fits in this tiny little pouch. So it's, for convenience, it's great. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this works for us. I'll buy some wood, firewood, and we'll check it out. Moving right along, I bought this. We have this chair. It's kind of it's a small portable chair from Bass Pro Shop. This one cost $10. I mainly purchased this so if we plan to sit around the campfire, I plan on using this as more of an ottoman, not so much a chair. But who knows? My daughter might end up using it for a chair. We'll see. Next, what we have is the equipment for more or less the kitchen area, or for the food prep area for our campsite. I bought this camp trash can. It's a pop-up one. This one ran about I think it was $10 from Bass Pro Shop. And here we have the Titan cooler bag. We purchased this from Costco. Cost us about, I believe it was like $70. We've used this already on the beach. We camped out on the beach a couple of weeks ago, and how many cans does this thing hold? It actually holds 60 drink cans, and has a few more pouches in the front of it where you can hold, maybe you can keep sandwiches or maybe other things that you'd like to have insulated, because the whole thing's insulated. The main pouch and the front pouch is insulated, so it's worked well so far. The first time we used it, we'll see how it works with a tent camping situation, but I have high hopes. Moving forward, for our cooking needs, we'll be using this Coleman even temp stove, and we purchased this one from Walmart for about $125. I'm looking forward to using this. I like it because one, for the price, it's fairly reasonable, but also not only does it have it's not only a two, it's actually a 3-burner stove. So you have a burner here, and a middle burner. So I haven't purchased it yet, but there's a griddle accessory for it, where it's an entire pan, and when you turn all the 3 burners on, it creates an even cooking surface throughout the whole length of the cooking stove. So I think that's it's a really good bang for the buck, in my opinion, for a three burner stove. I got that from Walmart. So that, and also our Mr. Buddy heater, will be powered by these guys. They're 1 pound Coleman propane tanks. Got this dual set from Walmart, and it ran us about $8. And moving right along, we have the Camp Chef Sherpa. It's a kind of like a kitchen organizer for outdoors. See if I can open this up. One of the nice features of this Sherpa is it's got, let's see here, try to stay out of the shade here, and I don't try not to cast a shadow on the video, but we'll see here. The nice thing about this is it has compartments. It has 4 compartments. The blue one being has a lining in it where it's waterproof, so you can either use it as an insulated, kind of like a cooler, or I've seen on YouTube where some people have actually used it as a sink to help like wash the utensils after you're done eating. And all these other ones you can use for whatever you like. We'll probably have one of them. I'll probably put our utensils inside one of them. Keep it stored all in one place. And the other ones we'll probably put maybe ketchup, mustard, and all of the other condiments that we might like for cooking. And maybe the third one, not exactly sure yet. Because like I said, this is the first time we're going to be using this equipment. So we're gonna learn as we go, but I'm sure I'll be utilizing all 4 of those small pouches. If for the folks who aren't familiar with the Camp Chef Sherpa, on top of this there is a rollout aluminum table that gets attached to the top, and there are legs here at the bottom which extend up, which raises this thing to about 28 inches. So you have that, and if you use some kind of oven stove, camping stove, you put it on top, it's just the right height. At least for us, it appears to be the right height, for a comfortable height for cooking. And right here, standing on top of the Sherpa, is our 12-cup stainless steel coffee pot, because like probably most of you, we like our coffee. And in my past experience, one of the best things that I've experienced in camping is having a fresh cup of brewed coffee in the morning, waking up to nature, the fresh air, and the birds and the wind. So looking forward to using this and enjoying a morning brewed cup of coffee. Moving right along with where we'll be using we'll be having our kitchen set up. We'll be putting all our stuff in this 10 by 10 instant, what do you call it? It's an easy up. I'm really sorry about the shadow. I'm trying to stay out of the shadow so you guys can have a clear view of the product. But basically, it's an easy up from Ozark Trail, and it's 10 foot. It's a 10 foot 10 slant leg canopy. I kind of went with the slant leg because I believe, just by looking at it, it appears it would probably do better in windy conditions rather than a straight leg. But I think when it's slant leg, I could be wrong, but I think because of the slant leg, I think I may be losing some square footage on the shade provided. If you get the straight leg one, I think you have more of a shaded footprint rather than this slant one, but I think we'll be okay. I think I'd rather go with I would opt for more stability rather than the shade. And with this 10 foot, this one cost us how much? About $70, I believe, from Walmart. And with that, I also got the accessory, which is a screen to hopefully keep the bugs out, which we'll be using. So when we're cooking, we won't have to worry about bees or mosquitoes or gnats flying around, getting into the food. And underneath our 10 by 10 easy up, I also bought another tarp, which is going to go underneath, which is going to serve as like a floor for underneath the easy up. And I believe this is about an 8 by 10, I think. I couldn't find a 10 by 10 one, but we used the slant leg canopy and the tarp when we went beach camping, and it served us pretty well. So I don't think I have anything to worry about that. On the back here, we have an Ozark Trail cart. It's the kind that you kind of pull out. It has 4 wheels and you can kind of pull equipment along. I don't think we'll be using this for this upcoming trip, but we're going to bring it just in case. I kind of subscribe to the philosophy that it's better to have it and not need it rather than need it and not have it. So, and I don't think it's going to take too much room in the car, and it's not very heavy, so it wouldn't hurt to bring. And last but certainly not least, we have this sterile foot locker that I purchased from Walmart. And these were, going back to the cart, this one cost us about $50 or $60 from Walmart as well. And next is our plastic foot locker. This one I actually purchased 2 of them. The other one was a little too heavy for me to carry because I have all our emergency roadside equipment in there, in our gear, like the jumper cables and compressor for if in the event I get a flat, and a flat repair kit. So that one's going to be in the truck as well. But this one, the second one, we'll be utilizing for kind of more accessories. We'll be putting our paper plates, plastic cups, our little egg holder here. This one was from Walmart, cost me about $8. And also this fuel gauge to kind of measure how much fuel we may have in the small 1-gallon propane tanks. So that's about pretty much it for our equipment. As I mentioned before, by no means is this video made for endorsing any of this equipment, and by no means am I a professional or seasoned camper. My wife and I camped about 10 years ago, about twice, and back then I did not put as much thought as I did this time. I think probably because, one, I learned more. 2, there are a lot more resources out there than there were 10 years ago. And 3, we didn't have our daughter back then. So we're looking forward to camping and sharing some, hopefully some memorable moments with my daughter, and we'll see how it goes. I'll look out for my keep an eye out for my next video. What I'll do is I'll do my best to when I set this up at our campsite, I can go through each one briefly and kind of show you how we set it up. And again, this is our first shot. We haven't experienced any of this equipment yet, but I kind of figured it's a pretty good set of gear set. I think we'll be all right. One of the main reasons why we decided to do camping, aside from the fact we've always tried camping, but we wanted to find some kind of activity to share with our daughter, so she can have some memories, and show her that there are kind of more things out there in the world other than tablets or smartphones. Not that she's kind of using those things too much, but I'd like her to be also aware of nature and experience and create some memories with her parents. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, I'll be happy to hear about them. And like I said, keep an eye out for my next video. What I'll do is we'll try to document the setup. Take care. God bless. Everyone stay safe. Bye now.